adventure with my family. We are going to Griffith Park Observatory, which is a really cool telescope out here in LA. It's actually famous. It's one of the biggest ones in the US. And we are super excited to see it because my son loves outer space and we love outer space, and it's my first time going there and my son's first time. Not my husband. My husband has been here before with his family when he was super young because they lived out there. So that's why you hear the little map lady in the background, because we're trying to find parking. And we're going to be going inside the observatory soon, and I will be showing you more footage. Hi everyone, I just wanted to show you a few cute little things that I made in my shop and these clips that are coming up. And this one is of a little tiny mini bee. I just wanted to show you how it came out and how cute and adorable before I send it off to the customer that ordered it. I love making these bees. They're super cute and adorable. They're a little bigger than I used to make them because I've been using a D hook instead of a C hook, but they are so adorable and I just love it. And I love their little stinger and their wings and their faces. They're so cute, and it's just one of my favorite things to make. Bees make me happy. I also made a custom order for this lady that wanted an orange version, one of these that was more circular, but it was orange. And she asked me to make it for her, and then she came back and said that the sister of the kid she gave it to wanted one of these, but she wanted a little different color and have green eyes instead of blue. And it came out super cute, super adorable. And it's like, hug me! And it has these really fun arms that you can move in whatever shape you want. It's really fun. You can also move the legs, they're very shapeable. And then it has a little string on it, so she can hook it onto her backpack or anything that the child wants to hook it onto. And it's just so cute and fun to make. And she showed me this photo reference, and then I just customized it from there. And I'm super excited to show it. It was so fun. I love the hand-painted green eyes. They're so pretty. I have some more things to show all of you in the next few clips that are some orders that are going off, and then I will chat with you on the podcast. Hi everyone, I'm Heather from Painted Real Fiber Arts, and this is the podcast. I hope you have all been having a really good weekend since we last chatted, and everything's going really good for all of you. I've been having a lot of fun time hanging out with my husband. He had the last few days off last week, and it was the last week before my son went back to school, so we got to enjoy it together, and we ended up going out and about having some good times that I'll be chatting more about. Saw a little clip in the beginning, and I'll show you another little bit what we've done and some other fun things in some other videos. And I will be talking to you about what I've been working on, as well as what's been going on with me, and showing you some yummy yarn goodness, as well as talking about a yarn adventure I went on recently. Alright, these are the things I've been working on. I've been working on these cute, adorable little monsters. This one's more like a oopsie, but it's still similar to what they look like. They have these little tails, and the customer wanted the tail on it, and they also wanted this little heart thing on it, and they wanted certain features, so I custom ordered it for, custom made it for my custom order. And she really liked these little monsters and had me make a whole bunch for her. And these are the ones that didn't come out quite right, but they still came out very similar. They're a little too long a tail and have a little bit gap issues. But I learned how to fix all of that making them. I pretty much took one of her monsters that she showed me and turned it into a little mini and customized it a little differently. I will be having these little monsters for sale in my shop, but a little different tail, more like a dinosaur tail with little scales on it, which will be super cute, and a little different face and no heart, and different legs also and arms, but the body will be similar. And this is the one she ended up saying she wanted, as well as this other monster that I'll be showing you that she wanted to trade for this really cute little bear. She makes these little felted toys that you see all behind me. She makes them, and I've talked about her before on another podcast. I'll also put a link to her shop again, and she's a super nice lady, and I really like talking to her, and she's become a good friend as well as a good customer, and a very nice fun trades we do, as well as we have nice little chats, and I really like talking to her. But anyways, this is the green monster, and she loves the color green. It's in hand-dyed yarn from Expression Fiber Arts. It is actually sock yarn, so it's super thin compared to other yarns, but it's not that thin. It's just normal sock yarn thinness, and it has a little bit of stretch to it, so you have to watch out with the little gaps. When I make my other monsters, I'll be putting the pattern out soon, as well as selling those in my shop. And then this is like how the back looks, and you make a little curly tail, but I'm going to be making a different tail for when I make the pattern and put it in my shop. And then the arms and the legs are like this, but I think I want to make arms that are a little different and a little different size, because I like the size and tininess of it and cuteness, but these are like her monster thing, and it's similar to our other monster, and I just want to make it a little different. I really like the one big eye, one little eye. This is a 9mm black safety eye. This one is a 7mm. And the other ones were 8mm with 9, so these look a little better. I realized that's what I did on her favorite monster. I couldn't figure out why the eyes weren't looking quite right, and then I did, and then she liked it even more. And then this is just embroidery floss I used in red. I used black paint box yarn, white paint box yarn, paper white, and I think, I don't remember the name of the black, but just black. And the white is paper white, and it is in cotton yarn, DK yarn. And then I pretty much just use a slip stitch to stitch up the top, and then also just did single crochets and worked in the round for a little bit. Then I just worked and decreased and made this cute little side on it, and then just attached arms, legs, made the top parts a little bigger than the bottom, and then hang down so they look nice when seated, because she has a little area she seated all her monsters on, and she wants it sitting where the legs can dangle off a little, so I think that's super cute. She also likes to bring them on in the car with her and places to show people and herself, just for self-enjoyment mostly, and also she gave some to her friend. I really liked making them so much that I ended up making a fuzzing monster, and she loved it and wanted this one. Is going to be up in my shop, and it even has a little curly tail, but I'm going to probably do it maybe tailless or a different tail, and it has green hand-painted eyes, which is really hard to see on camera. It has light pink eyebrows. It has the smile like the other one with white teeth. You can really see it in person better, but the camera really likes to focus on the fuzz more so than anything. It has the hanging down legs and the arms. I do it a little differently when it goes up in my shop, but I really like petting it. Love how crazy the hair is, and she can style it up whatever way she wants. Even has fuzz on the bottom. So fun. Pretty much it's the same design that I made here. I just used fuzzy yarn, and I used also acrylic yarn together with it, so then you can just brush it out, make it extra fuzzy if any of the fuzz did. But pretty much I just worked on, okay, so this is the right side of the yarn. I used that. I turned it inside out because that's where all the fuzz was living, and that's how I got all the fuzz. On the arms and legs I just did the regular way, and then I brushed it a little and attached it and everything, and it was so fun to make. I really like it. It has these green hand-painted eyes like I was saying in size, I think they're either 8s or 9s, and they're from Glass Eyes, and I really like the hand painted eyes that I got from them. They look beautiful, and they're very nicely made, and they look like they change colors in different lights and everything. It's hard to see there, but they're really fun to do. This monster, as well as adding the eyes so you can see it. I had little better pictures on Instagram and everything, and I was super excited to have made so many monsters. I also made a whole bunch of other ones that have been sent off to her, and she really liked it. In the beginning I showed you the little bee that I made for an order that I got on Etsy, and I love making my bees. I also got a custom order on this other site that I use sometimes. It's kind of like a freelancing site for artists, and you can add crochet art or art, and I have that on my Facebook and on Twitter. If you click the little link, you can join them or whatnot, and that's a really good site if you want to do custom, more cartoony, fun work, as well as like they show you photos and then you crochet it up. So it's a lot of custom works. It's not like half the time you can't find the patterns for the things that the customers request. Like this one was like started off with an orange globby creature. It had these like legs that looked like it was melting. It had these other little army things. If I could figure out how to put it up in the corner, it'll be up there, and I will install that in there. I think I know how. If not, it'll be in the next clip shortly forward. And then she showed me this yellow version, kind of like it, and she said her sister had the art, so I don't know half the time where the customers, if they get this out of their head or if they draw it up themselves or just find it on the internet or from like whatnot. And then she pretty much took the orange and made it a little bigger, like you'll see in the pictures, and made these little globby things, and then I just made them a little more happy friendly because they were going to children. I made the orange version, and I'll put a picture of that in there, as well as I made the lemon one that you saw in the beginning, which is, I guess you would say lemon or potato. I couldn't figure out what shape. It's like egg shape that my hubby said, and he's really good at knowing shapes because he's an artist, so I figured that was it. That's the right shape, so I made it like this eggish shape, and it was so fun to do. And then I just gave it arms and legs, and it looks a little different than the picture, but it looks close enough. Like it doesn't stand up, but that's okay because she wanted it hooked on to the child's backpack, so I thought that was okay because it has a little string thing on the back, and it was so fun to make. I really liked making the arms and legs do that, and the little claw thingies. They're so fun. And then I ended up making a chicken, but it's actually a rooster, not a chicken. And he's a baby rooster. I keep calling him a chicken, but yeah, he's a baby rooster. He has these little wings, he has these legs, a little tail, put the pattern down below. He also has hand painted eyes from the Glass Eyes that are I think these are 8mm safety eyes, and they're in this pirate gold color, which actually looks kind of like black with like glitter in it, kind of gray. I don't know, it looks different in every light, but it's really cool looking, and if the camera would love to focus on it, you can see it. And it also has these little the red thingies in the nose, and this is all made with this one is Stylecraft DK yarn, 100% acrylic, and it's all made with Stylecraft yarn. This one is, I think, I can't remember the names, but anyways, it's like this black, this yellow that has like a little bit of a goldish orangey tint, but you can't really tell. It's more yellow than anything, and with little special brighter yellow, I guess you would say, with a little bit of golden tint more than orange, red, and it had orange for its nose, orange for its feet. I made the feet different than the pattern because I didn't like the little thingies. It will stand up if it's leaned against something better because of the shape of it, but when I make another one, it'll be a little more flatter on the bottom, so it'll stand up better. It has this tail, and it even has little wings. And then I added the little red cheeks with just the yarn, yeah. And I pretty much loved making it. It was so fun. It was so easy. I love every design that the person makes that I've seen of hers. I think that she makes the cutest, adorable things. She has a great blog. She has tons of little amigurumis on there to make for free that are smaller, and she also sells bigger ones of similar ones. She made a few patterns for furls, and she's amazing. I highly recommend, whether you're a beginner or whether you're just learning amigurumis. If you love amigurumis, she's great if you haven't been to her site before. I then ended up making this for another custom order. They showed me a picture of a child child drawing that they made and wanted it turned into a toy. It is like this box thing that has a little antenna on it, and the antenna does stand up, but you just have to play with it a little. And it does stand up all by itself, and then you lean it against something since the legs aren't very functional, but it has these triangle-ish legs and arms, and the person that ordered from me wanted the arms downward, not how the picture was. And the eyes, I did that, and he wanted it outlined in black as a giant cube with these geometrically triangled arms and legs, but I made them more bubbly, and this cute little antenna on it. And I just thought it was so cute, adorable. It reminded me of like Mario, like art. It's so cute. I want to make miniature versions without the antenna and with different arms into keychains. I thought it was so fun to make, and I just had fun making a giant squishy cube. It was so fun. And it's outlined in Paybox yarn, in the black yarn, which is 100% cotton yarn, DK weight, is Stylecraft yarn, which is like white, which is the special DK yarn, 100% acrylic. And I made the eyes out of Stylecraft yarn, black yarn. It was so fun to make, and I really liked making it, and I can't wait to make little miniatures of it. I ended up doing a trade. Oh, that's it for crochet stuff. This is gonna be some other stuff. I ended up doing a trade with some War Monsters in other colors because she wanted like a multicolored one, a blue multi. She wanted a bunch of multi ones, and some other colors, and a brown one, and a whole bunch of them. And then she also wants me to make a blue fuzzy one. I'll talk about that in a little bit. But she ended up doing a trade with me. She made this cute little Q-Bert. Love him. He's so cute. And the video game is so cute. And makes me wish that he was on other places than on just arcade games. But he's super cute, adorable. I saw in this like video on YouTube, I can't remember the channel, but it was like a children's book with Hubert in it. It was so cute, and it was around the time she was making these, and I was like, oh, that's so cool, what a coincidence, but at the same time super cute. And she said that her and her boyfriend love Hubert, so I'm so excited to have one of these. She makes it so nice. She even stuffs some stuff in the nose so it stays up. She is just so good at detail, and this is all made out of felt, and she puts these little button eyes. Oh, I love the eyes. They're so cute. She made me a fuzzy monster. Well, she made a fuzzy monster, I told her I liked it, and we ended up doing a trade. And this is one of them. I ended up getting two. This one has snaps. It'll snap together. It actually will hold a crochet hook. It's really cute. And if it's seated, it will actually hold it. It's so cute. It makes a little holder for like a desk, or you could put other things in it, or you could just wrap it around things, or put it around your hand if you want. It's so soft and fuzzy. I love it. Oh, it's so beautiful. It just makes me want to pet it all the time. And then she also made this one, and she said this one didn't have snaps, but I was fine with it. And it's super fuzzy, and it's like the other one. She makes beautiful work, and she's made all the other things I've shown before, that monsters and stuff, and other things like like a hedgehog. He's so cute. And she makes other things in her little shop, as well as she's going to be making some other things in the future. And the trade that we're doing is with this little teddy bear. I'll be showing you that on the next podcast. I'll put a link to her shop down below. She's on Etsy. If you're interested in little cute little felted toys, she's the person to go to. So I've been in love with fuzzy yarn lately, and I ordered some yarn on Amazon, and I thought I ordered like one of these. It's in the color vanilla. It's Bernat Pipsqueak yarn. It's kind of like, it says that it's like a baby yarn, but it's just super fuzzy, and it makes great stuffed toys, I think. So I ordered some of this, and I was like, oh yes, I'm ordering one for a super good price. Nope, not just one, came 3. I was like, oh, even better. Happy accident. And then I ordered it on Amazon, by the way. But then I got to order these, and they're just onesies, and I got a white one, this one, and I'm also going to get a green and brown one, and a multicolored one. I'm not sure if I'm getting multi in this or this style, but and this is just the, like I said, Bernat Pipsqueak. That was the, what color was it? It was in the color, I think it's vanilla. Yeah, vanilla. This one is Tickle Me Pink. And this one is Blue Ice. I'm going to be making a cute little monster for my custom order customer that loves fuzzy things. It's the same person that is getting that and this, but those two are getting sent off today, and then this one whenever I finish it. So excited because I've been wanting to work more with this Pipsqueak yarn ever since I saw like someone made some cute stuff with it online. I don't remember the websites or anything, but one was like it was like a rice ball with kitty ears. It was so cute. I'll be making that soon, and I'll put the pattern down in the YouTube channel or on my blog when it happens. And I just can't wait to make this fuzzy monster. Oh, it's gonna be so fun. I also got more of this yarn. It's the same yarn that I used for this monster. And this one is Fun Fur in Lion Brand, and it is in the color Lava. I also got some orange because I want to make the flame creature of Spirit of Way. It's the flame creature that lives inside the fireplace, and I saw this pattern. It's like a log with the flame in it, and I just thought it'd be so fun to make. And I just love working with this fuzzy yarn, and it's the Fun Fur, and it's polyester. I think this was polyester too. Most of the fuzzy yarns are polyester, or they're other fibers, but they're so nice. I really like it, and I can't wait to make the flame creature and make more things with this. So I ended up going to this really fun yarn event over the last it was last weekend. I ended up going, and it was so fun. It was at that yarn shop that I visited. I'll put a link to their shop down below. They were in my yarn adventure video I talked about. I showed it about their shop, and I talked about how I was going to an event with them. Well, I ended up going, and it was so fun. I ended up meeting someone that crocheted. It was mostly knitters there, and I was testing some yarn out with my knitting needles. I don't do knitting that often, but when I do, it's just nice to hang out with some yarny friends. But it's also was like the first time I've hung out with yarny friends in the area, so it was pretty cool, as well as the first time that I was hanging out with some locals that also had the same issue as me, that they don't know anybody in the area. So they found this yarn shop that has knit crochet night, and they joined that, and they like making things, as well as they also were interested, like the crochet person was interested in learning about knitting, and everybody knits around there, so it's a great place to learn knitting better if you are into that. Or you could just do crochet like I like doing a lot, and others do. but I like doing both, so it's great to be in a community like that. I got some yarn samples, and the yarn works great for knit and crochet because I tried it out with both. And I tried out this super soft yarn, and it was also the part of the yarn goodie bag that I got in another color. I'll show you in a minute. But I tried this out. It's so soft. It's like, I'll tell you more about it in a second. But it's really, really nice yarn. All the yarn samples I got, so fun to play with and figure out what kind of yarn you want before buying it. This was Rowan Yarn. They're a company that's been based out of the UK for the most part, but they do have some US stores that do sell it, that you can buy it online, or you could buy it at, so there's a couple of things they have on their online site at the yarn shop. I put that down below, as well as I've seen it for sale at some other sites, and I'll put, I think it's the site that I always, that you get the Stylecraft yarn. It's actually both of the links that I have below for the yarn that I use, those will work. They both have Rowan Yarn, and also the yarn, that place that I went to, they all do. Each one has a little different selection of it, I think, in their own way. It's very nice yarn. I ended up, so they had everybody win something, and I ended up winning this pretty yarn. It's very, very pretty. It's like it's actually more golden and yellow than this weird color that's coming up on the camera, but it's more like a golden yellow, and it's super, super nice. Oh, that's more like it. When I did super close up, it was a little too bright. And it is in shade Turmeric, and it is in their Moordale yarn, and it says it's British wool and British alpaca. It's really soft, very nice yarn. It makes something fun. I'm not sure what I'll do with it, but it's super nice, and I've been wanting to work with this color, so I really like it. It also came with some, I think it came with just like, it came with this, a pattern. Oh, it came with a pattern to make a hat, which is, oh, sorry, I don't think I flashed too much of it. I was trying to show the picture, which is right there, and it's just a pretty hat, and it would be really fun to knit that, and I've been wanting to learn to knit hats, so better, because I know how to do basic knit stitch, purl stitch for one, but and the ribs, but it'd be just nice to make something more like that. That's more like how it looks. And then it also, they gave everybody, well, this was just in this yarn goodie bag of mine. Everybody got something different. And then I ended up getting this pattern for a leaf, and everybody got a pattern for this leaf. It's a very nice way to try out the yarn, as well as it's just fun to have leaf out in the place, and it looks so pretty. Like, they were passing around the finished made version of the leaf, and it was so pretty and soft and fun, and it just looked really nice. It's a knit pattern, but it'll be really fun to knit it. It looks pretty basic, so pretty much it's stuff that I already would know how to do with knit, so it wouldn't be too hard to do. Super excited to make that, as well as make the little hat that I got. Everybody got little goodie bags at their table with that grayish oatmeal color yarn that I was showing you. Well, this is actually the yarn that I ended up getting. They gave me 2 of them. It's this color. It's like, actually it's more like I guess it's like black, but it also has like a shine to it, little shininess to it, which is so cool. It's in soft yak DK, and it is 135 meters, 148 yards. I think it's just mostly yak yarn it's made out of. I'll say in a second. Sometimes the highs, oh, it's cotton, yak, and nylon. That's why it's so soft. It's 76% cotton, 50% yak, and nylon. It is super soft. It looked great knitted up. It also looked great crocheted up. It is a fun, very nice yarn. It's not so slippery to work with, and it has a nice shine, and it's beautiful. It's soft. Everybody got a different color of it. Some people got similar colors to the others or whatnot, but it seemed like everybody was getting a different color. There was tons of people there, by the way. Oh, it was so fun. And then this is the beanie collection for hand knitted patterns, and it's pretty much just a bunch of some ideas to do with it, as well as they give you some patterns in here for these various hats. It's so nice. You could do that with the yarn that you got, or you could do it with any yarn, or Rowan yarn, as they were saying, because it was a Rowan yarn event. And all the ladies were so nice and kind, and it just made me feel so good to be around others and be able to knit and crochet around them. And they just had such great ideas, because they had these books going around that had all these really nice, beautiful patterns in it, and it was just fun to chat and crochet and knit together and just have a great event together locally. And I was amazed how many people locally did crochet and knit, so I can't wait to join one of their knit crochet nights and bring my Sharky in that I'll show in the next podcast finished, because it's almost done. I have the body almost done. I just have to add the parts to it, and then I'm also going to make a little baby shark for it because it's a little bigger, but it's still small. It's like hand size, but it's a little on the bigger side. And then I'll be making a little tiny shark to go with it and some other things, and I'm so excited to show those in the next podcast. And so this came in this really nice bag. I love these kind of bags, and they're great to store things in or have yarn in. Oh, they're so great. Another fun thing that I got recently, I saw this book going around on a couple of different people had it, and then I saw it on No Kitschy Name, Ella, and she was talking about this book, and as soon as I saw her start talking about it, I was like, this has been on my want list for like a year. So, or I think it's been out a year. Well, it's been out since I saw it. I saw it about a year ago, and I was like, I want it. I love dragons, and I was making a dragon at the time for this custom order that was kind of like, I had the body kind of like that with the ripples, the like ripply tummy. It had the tummy like that, and the skinny neck, but it has skinnier neck. It had more like a neck like that one, which is the skinnier one. And then it had polka dots, and it had a different head, completely different head, and different spikes, and it was so cool looking. I'll put a picture of it on either Instagram or on one of the podcasts in the future when I talk about dragons. And I think I also have a little video of it somewhere, but that's a different podcast or a different yarn video that I'll show you. But anyways, I ended up getting this book because I really love the dragon on the front. I love every single one of these things on the back. I am going to be making this little guy first, which is he is actually let's see, he is of course they don't put him right in front. Oh, there he is. He is actually he is called Griffy the Griffin. Oh, he is super cute. Oops. I don't think I gave any of the pattern really away. But that's how he looks. Or it looks. Super cute. It has all these super cute things, but that's one of the ones I want to make. I want to make the unicorn next. And then I want to make this little guy after. and I want to make this one, but actually this is the correct order. It's going to be Griffith, and the little, he looks like a deer, but he's not a deer. And then the unicorn, then this guy, and then this girl, and the dragons. Probably this one first for dragons, and then this one and the dragon unicorn. I'm super excited to make all of it. Oh, and I can't forget about that one too. But so pretty much I want to make all of them, but that's kind of the order that it's going in. And the mermaid. Oh my gosh, sorry. I just really love this book. And unicorns, dragons, and more fantasy amigurumi. It is pretty much, they had a contest on I think it was Amigurumi, one of the Amigurumi sites. I can't ever remember the name of it because I as soon as I see it I'm like, that's the site, but I always forget it. And I'll put the link to that site down below. It's a great way to get patterns, and they have a contest. I think it's every year that they have people make designs of different subject matter, and the year for this one was the unicorn, dragons, and fantasy amigurumi. And pretty much they take a designer from all over the world that's a crochet artist, and they select winners. And they selected it was 15 winners that were going to be in the book. But there's like a grand prize, and there's like second place, there's different places, but pretty much they selected 15 different people from all over the world. Actually, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, sorry. That I said. But 14 people from all over the world that are different designers that make amigurumi, and they all are amazing, talented ladies, and they all are very uniquely different in the style that they chose to make their creatures. So each one of these is like just a unique thing in their own way, but at the same time they're beautiful pieces of amigurumi art, and I just really love all of them. I want to make them all, and just it's so beautiful. And this book is so beautifully, like, they show you like pictures that are very clear, like I was showing you of the Griffith. Like, oh, you can't really see as well on camera, so that's why I'm not going to show you them all, but I'm amazed at how clear the pictures are, how clear the directions are. They even start off with how to make each and every stitch from the magic loop all the way through like each stitch, from like triple crochets, single crochets, all the basics. So pretty much you know how to make everything in this book, and you can always look up stuff on YouTube for videos. There's so many great videos out there, and oh, it's just so beautiful. I really love this book, and I have a few other books that I'll be sharing with you soon, but this is the newest one, and I really love it. Minus how sharp the pages were. It gave me a little paper cut on this finger when I first opened it, and I ended up ordering on Amazon, even though you can order it on the other site that I'll put down below. Both ways you can order it, and it is available. And they have some other books that are going to be available towards the, I think one in October, one in like December that I want, and then they have this other kit that I want in the future that I saw on Amazon, and it said on Amazon and on this website that you could pre-order them. I'm so excited for when they actually come in, because that's when I will order it. I'm so excited. So I've been working on a little baby sheep. You get the pattern on the same site as the baby rooster. I am so excited to make this baby sheep. It has the pirate gold painted eyes from Glass Eyes, and the top part is made with the black crafty. No, it is actually paintbox yarn, but it's the acrylic yarn of theirs, and it's so nicely and soft. I love it. And then this one is just Stylecraft white special DK yarn. And I've been using this e-hook, and I learned a new stitch, the berry stitch, which is so fun. She has a great tutorial if you're lost at the directions, and it's just such a good site to go to for Amigurumi patterns if you like the little more bigger ones, and that are probably a little bigger than this, I guess, actually way bigger. It's like I don't have the right size near me, but it's like huggable plush size. It's beautiful, as well as she has some mini patterns out that are all super cute and adorable. I want to make them all, and she is just a great designer, and she's really good at making amigurumi designs that are crystal clear to understand, and she even puts out little tutorials if there's a new stitch out. Oh, she's amazing, and I'll put her link down below. She also had this koala bear that I want to make of hers that I saw on the Furls Crochet along that came out recently. It was like a few weeks ago that I saw it, and I just want to make it so much because I already made like a miniature one before on my podcast I showed you. I have it in my shop, but I can't wait to make a little bigger one. It's going to be so fun to make a huggable koala bear because I love koala bears. She does this thing with the arms. It's so cute. Makes it extra cute. You could also buy the so with her free patterns, you could also buy the patterns if you want like no ads or anything and you want it printable. I guess you go to her shop and you buy the actual pattern, or you could just do the free one on the websites like I've been doing. And it's just so fun to do. All of these patterns, I love them. So as you saw in the beginning, my husband had the last week off, like I was saying, and we ended up going on an adventure to see the giant telescope in LA, and it was so fun to go to Griffith's Park. And well, it wasn't the actual like park where the train and all that is. It was the park where the telescope was, and we went inside and it was fun. And we also went to the to see the giant we saw the outside of where the telescope is. We saw like the museum, and we also went and saw where you could see like where you could see all the stars and all that stuff at this planetarium they have that's really giant, and it was really fun. And that's where I ended the little mini vlog in the beginning. It was super fun to go inside this giant planetarium, and we watched one of their shows. They have a couple different shows going on every day, and we ended up seeing one of them. And at first my son didn't want to, but then he realized that we could get in really fast and that it wasn't going to be that long, and he was super excited and everything. And he loved the museum. He loved seeing, they have these like where you could zoom in on different stars. You can also weigh yourself on different planets and how much you weigh. They have all this stuff about earthquakes and all the stuff that my son loves learning about every single planet and in this universe. And it was just so fun to learn about all the planets in the Milky Way universe that is. And it's just so fun to just like go somewhere that out and about like that. It was so worth the ride in the car, and we just ended up just having a great time having a family get together, going out and about, because we don't do this that often, so it was so cool to do it. And then we ended up going out to eat at we ended up going to this restaurant right by our house, and my husband got a burger and my son got a burger, and I got this really yummy grilled cheese sandwich. And we love going to this place called Paul's Place. It's like right by our house. It's like this diner-ish place that's like Greek. It has some Greek food, and it also has American food, and it has breakfast because it has really good yummy French toast. Oh, it's the best. And it was so yummy, and they have yummy fries, and it was so fun just to like go over to Paul's place down the street on the way home and bring it home after having a long ride in the car. There was tons of traffic going to LA on the way up and on the way back. Usually takes like, an hour or two from where I live, because we live in northern San Diego area, but we almost live in Orange County, so it's like on the edge. So LA is like a short day trip for us. But every time, the last few times that we've been up there, we must have not planned our time very well, because we ended up going all the way up there, but it was like super slow traffic, or maybe it's just the days of the week we chose, and then we got stuck in like the rush hour traffic zone of that, and it just wasn't fun sitting in that much traffic, because my hubby's car is great and we love riding in it, but the AC likes to die during stop and go traffic for some reason. It works excellent now, so we can't figure out what's wrong with it. It's probably something expensive, but so we're in stop and go traffic and it gets quite hot in there, but at least I had plenty of yarn to play with, and I ended up making most of the parts for this little monster, and I made the other one on part 2 of our adventures, which I'll be showing on the next video. I'm excited that I found yarny friends nearby, like I said, and I am excited to be doing some fun new videos coming up, such as there's going to be a crochet knit along that I'm going to be talking about in the next few videos. I'm going to be doing some more fun adventures that I'll be showing, as well as I'll be doing some other fun videos. I'm going to be setting up my Twitch, which is pretty much okay, I'll explain what Twitch is in another video if you don't know what it's about, but pretty much I just am going to be doing some live streams on there, and I'm going to be starting that in the next few days soon, and I'll make an announcement when that happens, so you can all join me during that if you know what Twitch is, and if you've ever done it, or even if you haven't, and I'll put my link down there because I'm setting that up. Finally got the little tripod for one of my cameras for that, and we're slowly setting up the craft room because it's kind of still a mess, and I can't wait to show you what it looks like when it's all set. And I can't wait to talk to all of you on the next podcast. My son is going to be coming home from his first day of school in a few minutes, so I will be catching up more with you, all of you, on the next video, because I got to do a couple things and then my son's going to be home. I'm so excited to have shown all these things to you. I have plenty more to show you in the next coming up videos, so if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you want to leave me a comment, I appreciate each and every one of them, and I read all of them and I will comment back. And so if you would like to get a hold of me on any of my social medias or my email or even my blog, all those links are down below, as well as all the links I've talked about in the video, as well as if you would like to help support me and my family. A great way to do that is to go into my Etsy page and buy something from me. I'm going to start having some things for all of us crochet people that are into amigurumis for sale soon, but for now I just have pretty much just the little stuffed toys, like the ones I talk about in the show, such as this little guy. He's going to be up for sale on there, and Monsters of the Future is the miniature version of this that has different arms, legs, and no antenna in keychain form, or no non-keychain, just little miniature form in multicolors soon, as well as lots of other things that I am always constantly adding. If you would like to buy something from me in there that helps support me and my family, that's great. If you don't, that's no problem either. I hope you all have a great, wonderful day, night, afternoon, no matter where you're from, and I think that's about it, so I will talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye!